If you're struggling with a high note, right, I'm going to show you what you need to do with lip bubbles. A lot of people have done the lip bubbles all their life, but they just think it's a little warm-up. It's not. You got to use it in the same way you're trying to use full voice. So if you're having trouble with a note, right, let's say you break there like that, right? Or let's say you push too hard and you can't get through it. You got to find that balance of weight. Whereas the correct one, it's a nice balance of weight that lets me release into the sound, so I'm not straining, right? I'm pushing hard down in the belly, but up here there's nothing, no tension. So use your lip bubble, do it in the same full voice that you were just trying to do. Did you hear me pulling my sort of like pulling my chest up? I'm kind of using the same weight. There's the same weight there that I was just using, and that one I just did was actually better than the one before because I did the lip bubble, which this is what lip bubble does. It helps you balance out how much weight you got to use, how much air you got to use, how much air you got to cut back, how much support you got to use. If you don't use enough support, your lips are gonna go away, like, and you lose the, and you're just going humming, and that shows you've got to correct your air and sort of support how much you're pushing. You'll find you've got to push quite hard from here, the belly, and the sensation is like someone's going to punch in the stomach, and you kind of see how my upper body sort of shrunk down, because if you pull up and you tense your abs while straightening up really high, you'll find you can only tense your front abs. But if you sort of crunch down, you'll find you can tense the entire 360 area, 360 degrees of your entire waist. And that's what you want. See, I lost a bubble there. See, I lost again. You're not trying to push too much chest in, otherwise you're going to create a ceiling that you can't get through. You're just getting just enough that maintains, so that when you go into head voice, you still got to mix with the chest, so it's not disconnected from your chest. If it's disconnected, on your way down, it'll sound very weak, like, you know, what you want is, and mix it back in the chest seamlessly. If it's harder, the chest goes up higher before it goes in the head. If it's softer, so if you're pulling up your chest too much, this exercise is great, alternating with the lip bubble. I found out to push harder from the diaphragm. And then change it to the note. So try it out with the lip bubbles and use them properly. So warm up first with the lip bubble. Let's do that together, alright? Let's go. If you're a pure beginner and you cannot connect your head voice with your chest by going very lightly, like, if you can't do that at that very low volume, then do this exercise as light as you can. But if you can connect very easily and lightly, if you can go, if you can connect like that with no problem, then what you do is you go to the next step, which is this, which is trying to bring more weight into the chest. So instead of going, we go, and it's the exact same feeling that you'd have as going la, instead of going la. See? And And you're not trying to pull all as much as you can, just enough so that you can, so that when we get up to the passaggio, you can connect. And notice if I replace that, I'm just starting to thin out the voice as the head voice is coming soon. If you're not, you may have switched to your head voice earlier. Depends how good you are at carrying up your chest. And this will improve your ability to carry your chest higher. But you won't be limited to it. You'll still be able to go into your head voice earlier if you desire. There's a head voice there. I'm sorry. Now I'm pushing hard in the belly because I don't want to switch. Did you hear me switching it to the head voice too hard, like that? I've got to push harder on the diaphragm so that I can smoothly mix it. And if I replace it with an open sound, or la, and now we can't carry the chest as high now, so we got to start giving it up. See how I'm mixing it ahead now. And we'll leave it there, it's getting too high now. And it's getting too high, so leave it there. Try that out. I think you'll find you'll be able to do a lot better with your phrases. So I've got a phrase in my song. She's undefined. It's a lot lighter. Or she's undefined, and I want you to know. That's a lot easier for me now because I've done the warm-up and also because I was balancing out. It's at the point where I'm just starting to mix into the head voice. So if I push too much weight, I cut off that connection to the head voice and I can't connect to it and I end up straining. So I've got some choice there. I can go lighter or harder, and it's good because in a live situation you need to pace yourself, and you know, you've got a lot of songs coming up, so you may want to pick the lighter side, and the lighter sometimes sounds better anyway. And you save that big heavy one for the last chorus of the song. Yeah. She's undefined with a lot of distortion.